Paulding leading 37-12 here. Rockmart just now coming back on the floor with 40 seconds left there.
Gotta say we're getting a game plan for that press South Paulding putting on them.
Must be. But no shoot around for them, so we're getting ready to start here. It'll be Rockmart's ball to start the second half.
Looks like the crowd's building up a little bit for the game later on when Haralson County boys take on
Cleburne County at 7 o'clock tonight.
A few of the students arriving, maybe make a little student section for the boys.
8:30, Heard County plays Bremen boys here. This is the girls. The Haralson County girls will play Cleburne County. The boys will not play until tomorrow afternoon at 8:30 against the winner of Heard Bremen. So the winner of this game will go on to play tomorrow night at 5:30 against Central Carrollton, which will be Rockmart or South Paulding going on to play Central Carrollton in the 5:30 game tomorrow night in boys. So the score 37-12. Here we go with the third quarter. Rockmart with the ball.
Number 14, Tay Twine gets it in to number 13, Fred Liggins, who is off the mark on his layup but gets fouled. Fouls on number 3, Jamal Williams for South Paulding, his first, team's first at the half. Number 13, Fred Liggins to shoot 2. His first shot is up and good. So that brings it to 13 for Rockmart. Liggins' second shot is up and is good. So it's 14-37. South Paulding leads 37-14. And Jamal Williams brings it up the court for the Spartans. Williams over to TJ Foster on the wing. Foster down to Maxwell on the wing. Over to Bison, over to Maxwell, back to Bison for 2.
Number 10, CJ Basin. 2 points, Spartans.
Basin now with Basin now has 9 on the night with 39-14 South Paulding. Rockmart gets it in. Twine looks to drives up the middle, puts up a floater, and it's good. Twine has 11, leading all scorers for Rockmart. Artavius Love leads all scorers with 13 in the game. Jamal Williams up the court, looking to run the flex offense for the Spartans. Artavius Love looks and turns it over. Twine with the basketball for Rockmart. Over to number 11, Jay Thompson. Thompson up the court across the timeline. Over to Ayers. Ayers with the ball at the top of the key. Looks to drive, pulls back, shoots a 3, and it's short, air ball. Thrown into James Maxwell, who gets it, throws it off of Rockmart. Good play by Maxwell, and it'll be South Paulding basketball.
So with 6:43 left, it's South Paulding 39, Rockmart 16. South Paulding with the ball coming across the center court.
Jamal Williams walks it across for South Paulding. Williams over to Love, letting their screens develop. Love dribbles around the top of the key, pulls up, shoots a 3, and it's going to be banked in. I don't know if he called that one, but it counts anyway.
So South Paulding 42-16 with 6:20 to go here in the third quarter. Rockmart trying to beat the press. He overturned the ball over. It'll be South's ball going the other way.
Artavius Love has 16 for the Spartans, who lead 42-16. He has the same number of points as Rockmart's whole team. Love gets it into Williams, who runs quickly. Over to Baisden. Baisden gets it over to Love, who gets it into Maxwell. Maxwell out to Bison. Bison over to Williams. Williams puts it over the defender's head. Over to Bison. Over to Love. Love on the wing, dribbles, looks to drive, nothing going. Over to Baisden, back to Williams. Williams is going to set up a new play. Williams calls for a screen from James Maxwell. Gets one, but nothing doing. Over to TJ Foster into Maxwell. Maxwell, nothing doing, kicks it out. Williams isn't looking. Jamal Williams looks, drive, nothing doing. TJ Foster drives instead, out to James Maxwell, who puts it up and good.
So 44-16 here with 5:18 to go in the third quarter. South Paulding's got the defense on. Rockmart got the ball now back in their front court.
Maxwell has 4. Number 1, Drake Benefield.
44-18. They've changed their jersey numbers to go with the names. The names in the jerseys for Rockmart don't match. We're having a little problem.
Devin Philpott is not even on the lineup, so he must be just transferred in today to Rockmart. And Love shoots a long three-pointer, rebounded by Jamal Williams. Williams stolen, trying to get it back in. Gets it back to Ayers. Ayers over to Twine, who puts it up and is no good.
Fouled on the play.
Fouled on the play by number 2, Artavius Love for South Paulding. Tay Twine to shoot 2 for the Yellow Jackets. Twine has 11 on the night.
We're streaming this game with Paulding.tv also tonight.
First shot for Twine is up and good.
Randy Riggs is doing the TV side. Tony Daniel and Jack Daniel here broadcasting live on 278 The Mix.
Second shot from Twine is no good. Rebounded by Bison. Bison over to Love, who's going to bring it up the court for the Spartans. Coach Davis calls the play from the bench, gets it out to the players, and they're going to run their play over to Jamal Williams. Williams drives, does nice spin moves, and walks. It'll be Yellow Jacket basketball, and number 14, Tay Twine, to get it in for the Jackets. Over to Ayers. Clay Ayers dribbles out the court for the Yellow Jackets over to number 14, and blocked, but a foul. Fouls on number 10, C.J. Baisden. His first. Third on South Paulding. Shooting 2 for the Yellow Jackets is number 14, Tay Twine. Twine's first one is up and good.
So there's a 24 difference with 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 24-point difference, 44-20. Baisden, Twine gets one more shot.
Checking in for the Yellow Jackets, number 20, Jalen Smith. Tay Twine will look for his next free throw. It's up and good.
South Paulding bringing the ball across.
Twine has 14 to lead the Jackets. South Paulding leads by 23. TJ Foster puts up a three-pointer, and it's no good. Rebounded by James Maxwell, kicked around, and thrown over to Love. Love puts it up, no good. TJ Foster tips it in for the Spartans.
46-21 with 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. Rockmart trying to get itself together. Twine.
Yep. Twine out to Smith. Smith drives, puts it up, no good. Rebound James Maxwell over to Love. Love looks up the floor, nothing doing. Love over to Bison, who almost walked with it. Bison gives it over to Jamal Williams. Williams is going to dribble around near the Haralson County logo, and he's going to get a hand check called on Clay Ayers. His first, team first.
Clay Ayers for Rockmart, his first, team's first.
South Paulding with the ball. Artavius Love dribbles it down the middle, passes to James Maxwell with a great pass through 2 defenders, and James Maxwell puts it in for 2.
So the score 48-21 here with 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Rockmart trying to get the ball across and they made it and made the basket. So
Maxwell has 6. Number 5, Clay Ayers scores for the Yellow Jackets. Artavius Love for the Spartans brings it up. Spartans lead by 25. And Jamal Williams walked with it. So it'll be Yellow Jacket basketball.
Traveling's the call, Yellow Jacket basketball.
Tay Twine gets it in for the Yellow Jackets over to number 5, Clay Ayers. Ayers over to 20, Jalen Smith. Smith inside, but stolen away by the Spartans. Over to Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams runs the floor. Gets it off to James Maxwell. James Maxwell over to Baisden. Baisden into Love, into James Maxwell, who puts it up for 2 and good.
So now it's 50-23 with 1:48 to go here in the third quarter. Rockmart trying to get the ball across. They do. 13 walked, but he still misses, and Maxwell gets the rebound, Tony.
Over to Jamal Williams. Williams looking to press the issue, nothing doing. Bison for 3, and it's no good long. Rebounded by Rockmart, number 23, or 14, Tay Tyne. Tyne coast to coast and puts it up for 2.
So now it's 50-25 with 1:18 to go here in the third quarter. South Paulding walking the ball across midcourt. Williams, Maxwell gives a screen.
Twine has 16 points to lead his team. Maxwell is short on the layup and rebounded by Twine. Twine looks up to Ayers. Ayers going to drive coast to coast, and he's going to walk with the ball. Looks like he may have hurt his knee. In for South Paulding, number 23, Jordan Roberts. Number 5, with Evan Matthews. Number 15, Christian Elliott. And number 35, Reggie Thomas.
So South Paulding making a wholesale change here with 56 seconds to go in the third quarter, leading by 25. South Paulding 50, Rockmart 25. South Paulding has the basketball.
In for Rockmart, number 15, TJ Choate. Jordan Roberts dribbles the ball for the Spartans. Al Callahan also in for the Spartans, number 1. Spartans get the ball into Reggie Thomas, who's going to look to make a move. Fades away and hits a jumper. Number 35, Reggie Thomas for 2.
So 52-25 with 32 seconds left. Rockmart struggling to get the ball across midcourt. They finally get it across.
They get it out to Tay Twine at the top of the key. Twine dribbles, looking for maybe the last shot here of the half. Over to Clay Ayers. Ayers looks to drive, gets it off to number 15, Choate. Choate gets it in to Twine again, who's up and no good. Rebound, Christian Elliott. Elliott's got 2 seconds. Jordan Roberts has got to heave it, and he doesn't do it before the buzzer and blocked by Twine.
So at the end of the third quarter, it's South Paulding 52, Rockmart 25. We have 8 minutes to go. Both teams have kind of substituted. South Paulding's got all the subs in right now. Rockmart's coach is looking around to see what he's going to do. And we're 1 quarter from South Paulding victory here, which means they would go on and play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against the winner. They would play Central of Carrollton tomorrow night at 5:30. When the 8:30 game would be Haralson County playing the winner of Heard County Bremen at 8:30 tomorrow night.
All right. Well, our Tavius Love and Tay Twine lead all scores with 16. Twine is on Rockmart. Love is on South Paulding. For South Paulding, Love has 16. Jamal Williams has 5. Evan Matthews has 7. C.J. Bison has 9. James Maxwell has 8. T.J. Foster has 5. And Reggie Thomas with 2. For Rockmart, Clay Ayers has 4. Fred Ligens has 3. And Tay Twine rounds out all scoring for them with 16. Spartans get the ball to start the quarter. Well, Evan Matthews throws it in to Jordan Roberts. Roberts over to Christian Elliott, who gives it off to Al Callahan on the wing. Al makes a move, turns back the other way, and he walks with the basketball. So it'll be Rockmart ball. Al not too sure about that one. But it's Rockmart basketball anyway, and Jalen Smith brings it up the court for the Jackets. Smith makes a nice move, dribbles it out, gives it over to Ayers, and Ayers drills a three-pointer.
So it's 52-28 here with 7:30 to go in the game. South Paulding across center court. Callahan to Roberts. Roberts with the ball out front. Roberts dribbling around.
Roberts looking for something to do. Calls for work for Reggie Thomas. Nothing doing. Thomas loses the ball almost out of bounds. Gets it back. Puts up a shot, and it's no good. Rebounded by Rockmart. Tay Twine. Twine over to Ayers.
Stolen by Callahan.
Yeah, Ayers throws it to Callahan, steals it, gives it off to 11 Matthews. Matthews gives it back to Callahan, back to Matthews, who looks to shoot a three, nothing doing. Matthews calling his play, gives it off to Christian Elliott. Elliott, nothing there. Reggie Thomas shoots a shot, no good. Rebound, 11 Matthews. Matthews is going to shoot a three from deep, no good. Rebound, Tay Twine, who's having a great game for Rockmart. Rockmart up the court quickly over to Ayers. Ayers puts up another three, and it's no good. Rebounded Twine. Twine puts up a shot, blocked by Christian Elliott. Rebounded by Thomas. Thomas over to Jordan Roberts, over to Matthews. Matthews puts up a shot fake, gives it off to Thomas. Nothing doing, gives it back to Matthews. Matthews into Elliott, no good. Rebound to Elliott himself, puts it up, and no good again. Rebounded Tay Twine. So Twine brings it up the court across the timeline.
So we're back. The score 52-28, and 22 hits the shot. So it's 30-52 with timeout Rockmart with 5:49 to go here in the fourth quarter. South Paulding 52, Rockmart 30. Coach Davis calls a full timeout here. Christian Elliott tried to hit one, missed it, got his own rebound, went in and out again for the second try, missed it again. Ball would not go in the hole for him. The defense is playing good for South Paulding, and Twine for Rockmart has had a truckload of rebounds for them and has most of their points. Tony, how many points does Twine have for Rockmart?
He has 16.
16 points. All right, so we're getting ready to go here. Rockmart's still in the huddle. South Paulding's on the court, waiting on them. Here we go. Time to start. That's it'll be South Paulding's ball under the Rockmart basket. Let's see if Rockmart puts a note. They're not going to put on a full court press down. 52-30, 22-point lead for South. South comes across center court. Roberts with the ball. Matthews breaks to the right side to him. Matthews looks in to Christian Elliott. Elliott shoots and makes the shot. 54-30. Christian Elliott had a great shot there from a pass from Matthews. Rockmart with the ball down on the far side. All right, Tony, let's go with it here. Over to number
15, TJ Cho throws it out of bounds, and it'll be South Paulding basketball.
South Paulding basketball.
Al Callahan to get it in for the Spartans. Gets it in. Tyler Sewell now in for the Spartans. Back to Al Callahan. Al over to Ed Davis. Nothing doing. Al gets it back, and there's going to be a foul on number 42, Alfred Shepard for Rockmart. Alfred started the game, but hadn't heard much from him since. Jonathan Pritchett in the game now for South Paulding, number 33. Roberts to get it in for the Spartans. Gives it over to Sewell, who shoots a three and no good. Rebound to Ed Davis, who puts it up 4-2.
So South Paulding's back up 56-30 with 4:56 to go in the game. Number 14.
Number 14, Tay Twine drives, no good, gets his own rebound, and brings it back out top. Twine's looking for some work inside, gives it off to Alfred Shepard, who loses out of bounds. 42 displaced, so he's going to get a foul for that. That's his second. Team's third. Tyler Sewell to get it in for the Spartans with 4:41 left here in the fourth quarter. South Paulding leads by 26. Jordan Roberts brings it out for the Spartans, looking for double screens. Comes off both screen, gives it out to Ed Davis, who puts up a short shot, and Jonathan Pritchett gets the rebound and is fouled. Number 5, Clay Ayers with the foul. His second. Team fourth. Jonathan Pritchett to shoot 2 for the Spartans. His first one is up and good. The Spartans lead 57-30. Spartans up by 27 with 4:25 left. Fred Liggins re-enters the game for Rockmart. Pritchett's second shot is up and no good. Rebounded Ed Davis. It's going to be a jump ball, and it'll be Rockmart basketball. Tay Twine to get in for Rockmart. Into Clay Ayers for the Yellow Jackets. Ayers up the court. Brings it across right around top of the key. Ayers over to Smith on the wing. Wing back to Ayers. Ayers brings it back to the top of the key. Looks. Nothing doing. Gets it off to number 11, Jay Thompson, who puts up a 3 and it's no good. Jordan Roberts back for the other way for the Spartans, gives it off and stolen by Tay Twine. Twine up to number 11, Jay Thompson, who puts it in. Twine gets drilled by number 21, Edmund Davis, and that'll be his first foul.
So it's 57-30 with 3:49 to go. The foul was on number 21 for South Paulding, their third. So South Paulding, Rockmart has the ball under their own basket. Number 11 shoots, no good. And rebound by number 20, Smith. He makes the points, 32-57. South Paulding with the ball going down the other way.
Jordan Roberts for Spartan brings it back, gives it off to Al Callahan. Al Callahan up top of the wing, Tyler Sewell. Sewell stop, shoots a jumper, no good. Out of bounds to Rockmart. Yellow Jacket ball. Tay Twine to get it in. Over to Ayers. Ayers runs it across the timeline, guarded by Jordan Roberts. Ayers gets it off to Thompson. Thompson looks, gives it off to Smith, back to Thompson. Smith drives, puts up a shot. It's short, no good. Rebound Ed Davis. Davis out to Jordan Roberts, who's breaking away from everyone. Looks up, puts up a nice right-handed layup, and it's good. So that's a two-pointer for Jordan Roberts.
59-32 with 3 minutes to go here in the fourth and final quarter.
South Paulding leads by 27. Rockmart looking to hit a few threes here to make it reasonable.
Walked.
Jalen Smith walked, and it'll be a South Paulding basketball with 2:46 left. Checking in for the Spartans, number 14, Charles Brown. Brown with the basketball, up the court. Sleeve on his right arm, gives it off to Ed Davis. Ed Davis over to Jonathan Pritchett, who looks to do something with it. Pritchett over to Callahan. Davis puts up a 3 and no good, rebounded by Pritchett. Pritchett lowers his shoulders, and it's going to be a charge.
That's their fifth foul.
Clear out foul from Pritchett. His first, team's fifth. And Rockmart brings it up with 2:20 left. Ayers gets it over to Twine. Twine over to Smith. Smith back to Ayers at the top of the key, over to Smith. Smith drives, puts up a jump shot, and it's no good. Pritchett pushed him out of the way, but nothing happening. Brown with the ball, almost got a double dribble. Brown's going to have to give it up. Gives it over to Sewell. Tyler Sewell dribbles it out by the logo, is in court, calling his own play. Sewell over to Callahan on the wing. Looks, gives it off to Pritchett, who shoots a 3, and it's good.
So the score is 62-32 with 1:35 to go here. 30-point lead for South. Looks like they will go on to play tomorrow night against Central Carrollton here at the Haralson County Invitational Tournament. Substitutions for the Yellow Jackets. Welch comes in, losing right now 62-32 to the South Paulding Spartans. They will have the ball under their own basket. Twine to throw it in. Twine into Welch. Welch.
No good. Rebounded by Ed Davis. Ed Davis gets it into Brown. Brown brings it across the court for the Spartans. Gets it over to Tyler Schul. Tyler Schul looks to drive. Gets it off. Nothing doing. Stolen by Rockmart. Rockmart's looking to push with 1:03 left in the game. South Paulding leading by 30. 1 minute left. Rockmart looking around. Smith gets it over to Clay Ayers. Ayers looks to drive, puts it up, and it's good. Ayers has 9. South Paulding still leads by 28. 62-34 with 37 seconds left. South Paulding has the ball top of the key. Jonathan Pritchett. Pritchett over to Al Callahan. Nothing doing. He drives, gives it over to Ed Davis, who puts up a shot and good.
64-34 with 20 seconds to go here in the game. South Paulding's going to win this one, it looks like. 14, Twine with the ball out front. He drives. No, he comes back out with it. Throws the ball back across. Number 5, Twine with the ball. Double dribble. It'll be South ball with 5 seconds to go, leading 64-34 for South Paulding.
So South Paulding will hold it out here for the last 5 seconds, leading by 30, and that'll bring South the record on the year to 10-1. South Paulding was ranked previously in the state number 1 until they lost to Altoona. Altoona is now ranked number 1 in the state, and they're playing in their own Christmas tournament today. So the final here at the 37th Annual Haralson County Invitational Tournament is South Paulding 64, your Rockmart Yellow Jackets 34. Thank you for tuning in with us tonight on 278 The Mix.
Just one more reminder, Tony. Tomorrow night, South Paulding girls will play at 7 o'clock against the winner of the Cleburne County girls, Haralson County girls, who's getting ready to start here in about 15 minutes. And in the boys bracket, South Paulding will play Central tomorrow night at 5:30. And then the winner of the Heard County Bremen game will play Haralson County tomorrow night at 8:30 here at Haralson County High School. Randy Riggs, Tony Daniel, Jack Daniel, we're signing off on 278 The Mix.